Hornbill, a textbook in English for class 11th core course, has ample of short story, thoughtful expressions, good poem, as well as plays to offer to its readers. We are here to discuss one of the brilliantly drafted play from the book, the Browning version, that comprises the sixth chapter of this book, is written by Terence Rattigan. And this play has a lot many things to offer to its reader, critic, researchers and thinkers. The students can really enjoy reading this play and focusing on the hidden aspect of this chapter, and it will be really nice to study this chapter, and this attempt is to offer wonderful e-learning material to all the researchers and educationists. Before moving further, I would like to invite Parvati Rajendra Kumar Anayat to express her own opinion on this chapter and narrative-wise the plot of the play. So over to Parvati Rajendra Kumar Anayat for furthering the light on the plot of the play.
Glance over the plot of the play in detail. This is an excerpt in Browning version. The following characteristics are Mr. Frank. He is young. Mr. Crocker Harris is a middle-aged man. Both are masters. Taplow is a boy of 16 who comes to do an extra work for Mr. Crocker Harris. Millie Crocker Harris is the wife of Mr. Crocker Harris. When Frank finds Taplow waiting, he asks to Taplow, what's your name? Are you from the science stream? So he will say that, no sir, my name is Taplow. I am not from the science stream. I am still in the lower fifth. I am waiting to get my Rimu. So he will ask that in all the other classes, Rimu has, all the results have been announced. What happened to you, Taplow? So Taplow will say that Mr. Crocker Harris is not like any other masters. He is a person who stringently follows the rules and regulations of the school. So I should wait till tomorrow to know my fate. So Frank will say to Taplow that supposing the answer is favorable, what then? So Taplow will say that, science sir, of course. So Frank will say that I'm not interested in the science that I have to teach. But Taplow will say that I'm extremely interested in the science sir. Of course, I'll take the science stream only. So after that, Frank will notice a book in the hands of Taplow. That is, and he will ask him that what is this book about? What is it about and what does it consist? So Taplow will say that the name of the book is Agamemnon. It is a Greek book written by Aeschylus. It is the plot is that a wife murdering a husband. The plot is really good, but the way the teacher taught us was really a muck. That is, it is a nonsense. And after that, Frank will ask Taplow that why are you here? Why are you here in the school? So Taplow will say that I am here in order to do an extra work for Mr. Crocker Harris because I had cut my I couldn't come to the class last week one day because due to the fever. So I am here in order to compensate that day for today. So I am here in order to do an extra work for Mr. Crocker Harris. So Frank will say that, so instead you are doing an extra work for Crocker Harris, so I hope that you will get your results soon. So Taplow is saying that, do you know what that sir said? So Frank will ask, what did he say? So Taplow will say that, my dear Taplow, I have given you exactly what you deserve, no less and certainly no more. Taplow imitated Mr. Crocker Harris in this way. And after some time, what happened is that Mr. Frank told Taplow to go and play the goals and to cut Mr. Crocker Harris' class. But Taplow said that, no sir, I will not do, because he is a sincere and obedient student. So in order to that, he said that he is not going to cut his class. If he is going to cut his class, he is going to probably follow him home or something like that. And after that, what happened is that they went, he said that, are you afraid of Mr. Crocker Harris? Is he a sadist? Does he beat you all? So Taplow is saying that, no sir, he is not at all a sadist. A sadist is a person who gets pleasure out of making others pain. He is only strict. He acts as if he is a strong outside, but actually he is like a shriveled nut inside. That is, he is too weak inside. He acts as if he is strong outside. And after that, they'll get in. So after that, what happens is that he's like a shriveled up. He's shriveled up like a nut inside. That is, he's too hard outside and soft inside. And after that, what happens is that Taplow will narrate a joke told by Mr. Crocker Harris in the class. So when Frank hears it, he starts laughing. But Taplow will say that we didn't understand anything about that joke, so we didn't laugh, including my classmates. They also didn't laugh. And by the time Millie enters, she is a young lady, late in the 30s. She wears a cape and has a basket which has groceries in it. So she enters there. While she enters there, she finds Taplow and Frank laughing over there. So when they both are laughing, Millie will ask that, why are you laughing like this? Don't be so selfish to keep the joke for yourself. Why are you laughing like this? And after that, what happens is that when Millie enters there, Taplow will notice that, oh God, my Rimbu has gone. He will whisper to Mr. Frank that, sir, do you think has he heard? Has she heard? So Mr. Frank will say that, nonsense, nothing like that. And when Millie comes there, he will tell to Taplow that, so whom are you waiting here? So Taplow will say that, I am waiting for Mr. Crocker Harris. He has asked me to come to school in order to do an extra work. So that's why I have come here, because I have missed a week, because I have missed a day last week due to fever. So Millie will say to him that you just go out for quarter of an hour and then come back. If I would have been in your place, then I would have gone. So Taplow will say that, no ma'am, I will not go. Because as earlier I have described that he is a sincere and obedient student, so he will say that no, he will not go out. He is not going to go. So Millie will ask Taplow that, at least do me a favor. You go to the chemist and get some medicines, and you make up the prescription for Mr. Crocker Harris. So Taplow will say that, yes, sure ma'am, and I will do that. And she moves away, and he moves away like that. Thank you. Now it's over to Dr. Sudhir Narayan Singh.
The Browning version. It's a wonderful play by Terence Rattigan. Welcome to the critical analysis of this chapter. There are three visible characters. One is Frank, the science teacher. Second one is Taplow, a 16-year boy. He is in lower fifth. And third character who intervenes is Millie Crocker Harris, young teen woman in her late 30s and wife of Andrew Crocker Harris. Surprisingly, these three visible characters are talking a lot of Andrew Crocker Harris, whose nature is being revealed throughout the play in the conversation of Frank and Taplow. The play indirectly also exposes the hidden nature of science teacher Mr. Frank, who is thinking that, who is trying to provoke the boy, this science teacher Frank. And then it reveals there is another invisible character, that is the bursar, the accountant, only mentioned in one of the sentences, single dialogue by Millie Crockett Harris. And what is the situation? Situation is like that. This 16-year boy Taplow, he is extremely curious to know that whether he is going to get his remove or not, whether he is going to be promoted in the next class for his specialization, and whether he will be able to receive science stream for his study or not. What happens? Taplow has been, the setting opens, the plot opens, and the well-lit plot here opens a panorama where a boy is coming, Taplow is coming for extra work. In fact, he was called by his teacher, Mr. Crocker Harris. He was there on time to do the extra work, but at the same time, the teacher was not present there. By chance, Taplow happens to meet Mr. Frank, and the play opens here. Mr. Frank started questioning, asking so many questions. He bombards Taplow with a lot of many questions. And then in that continuous questioning and answering, Taplow as a boy, he was knowing that Mr. Frank is a science teacher. He was highly interested in science. But at the very beginning, that science teacher is telling, we get all the slackers. His opinion is that all slackers opt for science stream. But immediately after that, Taplow refuses and rejects his statement, his version, telling that, sir, I am extremely interested in science. This shows his keen interest in studying science, but the boy is being termed as the slacker. He was unable to bear the pang of that sentence. Then he said, what are you doing here? Why are you here? He inquires Taplow that why the Taplow is there at the last day of the school. He said, Taplow replied that I am here for extra work. And then the play goes on. Extra work, what for? What is that extra work? Why is there extra work? So the response comes that he was not able to attend the school last week. Last week Taplow missed while he was ill, and because of that his teacher Mr. Crocker Harris called him for extra work. And then ultimately he was carrying the book. The book in his hand was Agamemnon by Aeschylus, the popular Greek drama in its translated version. And then he said, you are calling this book muck. Taplow said that this is this muck. For this muck I am here to do the extra work. Otherwise I might have been playing golf. He said you can still go and play. But Taplow said no. He said no, he is 10 minutes late, about 10 minutes late, and for that 10 minutes you can cut the crop. For Taplow it is unimaginable. He is shocked and he said, cut the crop? Never had it been in the history of this school. I don't know what will happen. He may follow me home or so what. So I cannot even imagine. Taplow says that he cannot even imagine cutting the crop. And then what he can do? Then he says, no, I will have to study this mark. Then he says, you are calling many a times this popular tragedy, Greek tragedy as a muck. Do you consider it as a muck? He said, no. No, sir, the plot is quite good. And a wife is murdering her husband, so it is quite interesting. But the way the book has been taught to us, it has been so serious, and that is why we were not able to enjoy. A lot many Greek words thrown on us and 50 lines assignments. Then later on, he said that, then what will you do? He said, I will re-study it with the teacher. Then he said, do you think exams are over and your results are already prepared? Do you think that it will serve any purpose? And what for extra work you are going to do? And Frank seems to be a bit jealous when he says that, I don't know why you people are afraid of the kind of fear you are having, the kind of respect you are having for this Mr. Crocker Harris. What will he do? He will follow you somewhere, he will beat you. He said, no, he is not a sadist. Taplow replied that he is not a sadist. First of all, let us clarify who is the sadist. Sadist is someone who gets pleasure out of giving pain to others. Then he declares that Mr. Crocker Harris is not a sadist. Then this nice drama within drama moves forward, and this Agamemnon, popular Greek tragedy Agamemnon by Aeschylus, was termed as muck by this young kid because it was taught to him in a very, very serious manner. Furthermore, there the story moves, and towards the end, Millie Crocker Harris enters. By the time Millie enters, he was imitating, Taplow was imitating the joke of Mr. Crocker Harris. And Taplow and Mr. Frank, both of them were engrossed so much in the talk that they didn't notice the lady behind the door. And suddenly, Mr. Frank became cautious of that. And he looked and he said, hello. The lady also responded, hello. This came as a great shock, as a bolt from the blue to Mr. Taplow. Why is it so? Because Taplow thought that everything was overheard by Miss Millie Crocker Harris. And then he said,